They insulted him every single day until the day he disappeared, and everything was stolen that same night. Before sunrise, when the sky was still dark, navy and quiet, a rooster named Rusty was already at his favorite pot behind Maple Creek Farm. Rusty wasn't just any rooster. He was bold, full of energy, and his morning call blasted across the farm like a built-in alarm clock. He woke up the farmers, reminded them to start their day, and kept them from slipping into laziness. That was his duty. That was his pride. But what did Rusty get in return? Not appreciation, not gratitude. Instead, annoyed complaints, harsh words, a few rocks tossed his way by angry farmhands who claimed his crowing ruined their sleep. Every single morning, Rusty took the insults quietly. He never fought back. He just did his job, faithfully, consistently, and silently. One foggy morning, after being yelled at yet again, Rusty hopped onto an old wooden fence and stared at the horizon. His heart felt heavier than usual. He thought, when effort means nothing to the people you're doing it for, trying again is useless. Walking away with self-respect might be the only real answer. I'm not angry. I'm just tired. Rusty took a deep breath and let out one final crow. Not loud, not sharp, but soft, almost like a goodbye. Then he spread his wings and left the farm. He didn't know where he was going, only that somewhere out there, his worth might actually matter. That night, the farm was strangely quiet, eerily quiet. And before the next sunrise, disaster struck. A group of thieves who knew the farm's routine realized Rusty wasn't there. There was no early alarm, no warning shout. Everyone on the farm slept deeply. The thieves stole animals, tools, and feed, everything they could grab, and disappeared into the darkness. When the farmers woke up the next morning, they were shocked. That's when they finally understood. Rusty didn't just wake them up, he protected them. He protected their farm. But it was too late. Life teaches us a painful truth. Forgiveness doesn't mean going back to a place that broke you. Forgiveness is choosing peace over chaos and valuing your own worth. Some doors stay closed for a reason. Here I am, going to start Fable 2, The Turtle Who Carried Too Much, a perfect tale for self-encouragement. Beside a wide river lived a calm, strong turtle named Marlowe. Every day, he crossed rough waters, slippery rocks, and heavy currents. Why? To help his friend, a jumpy little frog named Flip. Flip complained constantly. He hated deep water. He never learned to swim properly, but he always assumed Marlowe would carry him. For years, Marlowe let Flip hop onto his shell and rowed him across the river. Not once, not one single time, did Flip ever say thank you. He'd jump off the moment they reached land, never knowing how exhausted Marlowe was. One summer, a drought dried up part of the river. Stones rose out of the water, forming a bumpy path. The moment Flip saw those stones, he jumped off Marlowe's back without warning and hopped across by himself. No thank you, no goodbye, nothing. Marlowe stood alone in the shallow water. For the first time, he felt the weight of all those years. Not the weight of his shell, but the weight of being taken for granted. That evening, an old crane perched beside him and said softly, "Marlowe, you're strong enough to cross this river alone, but choose wisely who you allow to ride on your back. Not every burden belongs to you. Not every person deserves your strength." A tear slid down Marlowe's cheek. That day, he decided to forgive himself, not Flip, himself. He let go of the resentment and promised never to carry someone who didn't value him again. Days later, the rain returned and the river swelled back to its usual depth. Flip panicked. He wanted to cross again, but Marlowe wasn't there. He was far away, living peacefully with a lighter heart. Flip stared at the wild river and backed away in fear. The message is simple. Some people will never appreciate your help until the help is gone. But that doesn't mean you carry them forever. Now it's time to start Fable 3, The Cat Who Waited at the Wrong Door. In a forgotten corner of a quiet town lived a thin, tired stray cat named Sparks. He survived by fighting dogs for leftovers and curling up in cold alleyways at night. Every morning, Sparks walked to a big fancy house at the end of the block. Beside the door sat a small bowl, always empty. Still, Sparks returned daily. He hoped that maybe, someday, someone inside would pour a little milk. Maybe someone would pat him on the head. Maybe someone would care. A woman inside the house saw him through the window every morning, every single day. Yet, she never opened the door, never filled the bowl, never offered kindness. Still, Sparks waited. One freezing morning, when his stomach growled from hunger, a sleek golden cat sat beside him and said, "You know this door isn't meant for you, right?" Sparks dropped his gaze. The golden cat continued, "You weren't born to sit outside places where love doesn't exist. You were born to find the place where you're wanted." Those words hit Sparks hard. He looked at the cold door one last time, then slowly turned away. There was no anger, just acceptance, a calm decision. Sparks walked in the opposite direction and never returned, because knocking on a closed door kills the spirit slowly. Forgiveness means stepping away gently and choosing a path where your heart can breathe again. Be like Marlowe. Put down the burdens that drain you. Be like Sparks. Don't waste your life waiting at a door that never opens. Silent forgiveness doesn't make you weak. It makes you free. And the one who frees themselves quietly never truly loses. If these stories touch your heart, don't forget to like, share, and drop a comment. Your one comment pushes me to create more deep and meaningful stories like this. Thank you for all the love. See you soon with another life-changing tale.